What's going on, everybody? I'm back. I'm back. How you doing? We're back for Starlink 12-13. We ended up being able to cover it. It's great. Went to get some food, and now we're good. How's everybody doing? Still no word on Intuitive Machines. I haven't heard anything. So what kind of food? Pizza. Yeah, that's what we had. We had pizza. Yeah, big old pizza with I think we got like a supreme or no meat lovers. Meat lovers is what we got. That's what we got. Yep. Nommers. Local or one of the big four chains? I don't know. I don't know. We'll just say it was one of the big four chains. Mission Control got remodeled. Yeah, I decided that we're going to this stream's going to be more of a lifestyle stream now. So just look at the decorations or something. No, I'm down in Brownsville. I'm at the Margaritaville Hotel. Looking for a Starship launch this week, but I'm having cute decorations. Oh, thank you. Thank ya very much. So I'm not sure how this is gonna pan out, guys. Yeah, I mean the Starlink 12-13 should be good. Live, laugh, launch. How's the weather in Boca? It's fine.
Discovery, go at throttle.
Nice and warm. 80 degrees today. Pretty good. Maddie, 5-month resub. Thank you. Would you recommend Margaritaville? Yes, it's a very nice hotel. Yes. Thinking about seeing a launch. I absolutely would. And if you come down here, tell them NSF sent you. Seriously. They let us use their roof to watch rocket launches.
Throttle up.
Tell them we sent you. Tell them NSF sent you. Blue Adder, 36-month resub. Thank you very much. Shorts and t-shirt weather beats Boston weather. Yes. Yep. I didn't have the benefit of wearing shorts, but you know, because we were out in the brush today, just getting stuff set up. But guys, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to be on Friday. We'll see. We'll see. Friday is the net date, but it's they took the hot staging ring off, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. I'm not sure how to feel. I'm not sure how to feel about that, but anyway, we are here for the Starlink Group 12-13 launch. Anyway, it's a Falcon 9 mission. It's, we just watched. I mean, if you're watching this on a VOD, this next part's not going to make any sense. We just watched the Nova C launch just a second ago. The Athena Nova C IM-2 mission. That was like 90 minutes ago. Still no word on if they have a signal with that thing, but as soon as I hear something, we'll go from there. That went out of 39A at Kennedy Space Center, which is in Cape Canaveral, Florida. This one is going out of Space Launch Complex 40. This is Slick 40, which is just down the street. Yeah, so SpaceX has 2 rockets poised on 2 or had 2 rockets poised on 2 pads, and now they have 1, and they're going to launch that too. If they push it to early next week, maybe I could actually make it. Yeah, Falcon 9 is looking good. Everything seems good with 12-13. It did scrub last night, so we'll see. But to be quite frank, guys, if Starship goes past the weekend, I can't be here. I have an obligation on Monday. I have to be somewhere else. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. Yeah. So if it goes past basically Friday, or I mean, if they decided to launch, even if they launched on Saturday, right, I'd be good. But I have to be out of here by Sunday. I have to be in Massachusetts, unless I can change the plans. I don't know, but that's the way it is with catching launches in person. Yeah, this happens. It happens, dude. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but yeah, if it goes past, I unless I can retool my plans, I have to be in Massachusetts. Best case scenario, I have to be there on Sunday. It is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Yeah. It's just the way it is. If we can't cover it here, dudes, we'll just cover it from Boston. We'll cover it remote. No problem. Easy peasy. we'll do what we did during Flight 5 and 6. Should be pretty straightforward stuff, right? Like, that should be easy to do. It sucks because I want to see it, but, you know, it's okay. Are we still waiting for the launch license for 8? No, the launch license turns out, Rockets, and I was like, wait, what? It turns out that they don't need a launch license because they changed. So Flight 8 is the same as Flight 7. It's the same as Flight 7, same design, same everything. You know, they did conduct a little bit of a mishap report, but it wasn't like an official FAA superb mishap report like what we had in the past. Flight 8 is using a blanket launch license because it's trying to do the exact same thing that Flight 7 did. So there's already approval for it. From what I understand, that is my understanding of it. That could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on though. So we're not waiting for a launch license this time around. It's just SpaceX can go when they're ready. Just leave the stream with Das. He can take care of you. I mean, he probably do better than this punk right here. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I'm, yeah. Like we're just looking around. Like I was just watching Starbase Live while we were. Oh, nope. That's the main desktop. There we go. I'm back. I was just watching Starbase Live while we were eating food. They took the hot staging ring off. Not great. Not great. Shuttle pending regulatory approval. Interesting. Are we still waiting for the launch? All right, cool. Covering from Boston still means legendary reactions. Yep. So we'll see how that all pans out. Yeah, I don't know, man. If they're taking off the hot staging ring now, it's Wednesday already. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We're just gonna have to come back for Flight 9 if that's how it goes. Apparently, Astroforge has been having a lot of problems of their own with acquisition of signal stuff. The hot staging ring is still on the booster. They were putting the crane on whatever. Is it? Hang on, let me look. Let me look. Here it is. They haven't taken it off yet, but dude, they're going to. How about that metal frame at Pad B? It's pretty impressive. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Take us on a tour of Starbase if they scrub. I might do that, dude. Yeah. Final checkouts is what I'm thinking for the hot staging ring. I haven't been paying attention because I've been out in the brush around this thing all day. I know that they did move the Pad B not the drawworks. The Pad B chopsticks did move, and I did see the chopsticks close on the booster this afternoon, but I just flipped that on, and I assume that the crane rigging on there means they're going to take it off, but who knows. So ready to see Booster 15 do supersonic retro propulsion. What? Subsonic retro propulsion? Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you. Sorry, Methane. Yeah, I got it. Gridfin motor swap, maybe. On a booster that rolled out 2 days ago? I don't know, man. There's a lot of fun-loving stuff under there, Mutter. Pretty sure the computers are under there, too. So we'll see. We'll see how it pans out, guys. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. Did you fix the trailer that wasn't level? I haven't gotten to doing that yet, no. That might be tomorrow's work. We'll see. Yeah, guys, it's not like we're just in a holding pattern here. I'm helping DOS fix and upgrade all the camera sites and stuff. And Dan is too, and so is Jack. Like yeah. Did you drive the Ford down to Starbase? No, Methane. I flew this time. In the summertime, I'd like to drive down here. That'd be pretty fun. Just caught here. Is something wrong? Engineer, I don't know, man. They put the crane rigging back on the hot staging rig, and I kind of assumed that they were going to take it off, but we'll see. Work to be done as always. Yeah, but I mean, we're here for Starlink. The Starlink launch should be happening here very soon. Speaking of that, they just went live. There it is. All right, so I'll flip us over here. Boom. So I got to find a better place for me to be during these casts. I'm going to try to go thinking like right here should be good. You should be able to see all the telemetry from everything in this spot right here. That should be fine. It's my favorite Test Shot Starfish song, dude. I'm turning it up. Yeah, I'm serious. It's called The New Astronauts by Test Shot Starfish. It's a great song. Pretty good. All right, what booster's flying tonight? Oh, we don't know. Next space flight. We don't know what's flying tonight. We'll see. Oh, here we go. That is, in fact, the Falcon 9. We're 5 minutes.
Are pressing for strong back retract.
Okay. I just gotta make sure I move a little bit. No, right? No, stop. That. There we go. This is the sweet spot right here. It looks new. It is new. So if that's a new booster,
Strong back retract has started.
If it's new, it's 1092. 1092 is that booster. Hey, worst. What's up? I got the invite for the wife and I to head to the Cape.
This is space. I'm in space.
With for an on-site interview with a slag plant on Port Canaveral. I'm super pumped. Nice. Where's there you go, Van? What's going on, buddy? How are you? I thought that was just white frost. White frost. Fresh lettering. Yeah. Ruinous. There you go. Yeah, we're here. Yeah, that looks to be a brand new booster. I'm pretty confident that it's 1092. I think that's what SpaceX is up to. Hey, Zing, what's going on? What are we watching tonight? Starlink 12-13. We got another rocket launch. That's right, man. That's right. The rocket launch goes in the space hole. Unusual to have more soot on the fairings than the rocket. Yeah, Dave, you ain't wrong, man. That's crazy. Yeah, that looks to be a brand new booster. It's like super shiny. Yep. Beats back from poutine heaven. Did you do it? Yeah, look. It's got all the text on the side. You can see the SpaceX logo and everything. Yeah, thing. Yeah, definitely does his thing. was delicious. You got a picture too.
Stage 1 lock load
Would
is
you just
complete.
look at it? Would you just look at it? Zing, you don't know how bad it's gotten mentioning any of that, dude. I prefer not to. I told the mods to just nip that, dude. I understand what you're saying though. 1092-1 is the booster tonight. Yeah, that's what I'm 1092. Serial number 92. That's the 92nd Falcon 9 first stage manufactured. This is Slick 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. We got 21 payloads on board, 8 Starlink V2 minis,
Stage
and
2 lock load is complete.
13 direct to cell. All right, so now that LOX load is reporting complete, you should see a ground gas closeout here. The ground gas closeout is when they evacuate all the propellants out of the structure that's just to the left of the vehicle on shot. It's this smoke cloud down here. They're basically getting rid of all the oxygen inside of the plumbing that fuels the second stage. The reason why you do that is because you don't want your rocket launch pad to catch on fire. And ideally, you want your commodities, the fancy rocket science way of saying fuel and oxidizer, you want that in the
Ground
vehicle.
gas closeouts.
So there's your ground gas closeout. Next step here in the next 20 seconds should be a startup call where Falcon 9's onboard computers have primary control of all the launch vehicles' critical functions. 459th mission for SpaceX. This is the 25th mission of 2025. Yeah. SpaceX has launched 25 missions already.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
In
Discovery, go at throttle up.
25 missions in what, 66 days? Something like that. There's the startup call. DAC Attack, 39-month resub. You should be hired as a commentary
The launch
person.
director is go for launch.
Thanks. LD reports go for launch. Good stuff, man.
T-minus 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Nice thing. It's getting a little froggy out there on the Cape. That might just be the camera. How many launches today? Well, this would be the second Falcon 9 launch, Pins. The other one launched about 2 hours ago from a pad that's just north of here. 15 seconds. Pad deluge system should be activated at this time.
T-minus 10, 9,
Sound suppression water system
7,
should be on.
6,
Let me see if I can see it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Ignition.
Engines full power. And liftoff. Go
Yep,
SpaceX.
pad deluge
Go
did turn
Starlink.
on. All right, so it's Starlink 12-13 flying a brand new booster. A rare sight these days. Goes into flight.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Second launch out of the Cape tonight. Falcon 9 is going to enter what's called a pitch kick maneuver, where it rolls to the right compass heading for the right orbit that it's trying to get to and pitches over, starting its gravity turn. Yeah, Vin, those are the plugs for the fairings, the FOD plugs for the fairings. They're designed to pop out. They ended up doing something similar to the space shuttle later in the program.
Falcon 9 power and telemetry are nominal.
Power and telemetry is good. Vehicle should be getting a supersonic call here in the next 10 seconds. Believe it or not, Ender, yes.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
There we go. 60 seconds in. Mach 1. Maximum dynamic pressure is the call that's coming up here.
Max Q.
All right. Maximum dynamic pressure is peak compression load being exerted on the vehicle because Falcon 9 can't move the air out of the way fast enough, so it ends up compressing up against the nose. In order to mitigate your maximum dynamic pressure, or Q, they do throttle the rocket engines down. The engines enter
Stage 2 engine chill.
what's called a throttle bucket. The reason why it's called a throttle bucket is if you're looking at it on the telemetry, you get full power, and then you get throttled down, and then you get max power again, and it looks like a bucket. Engines are throttling up right now. There was a call for second stage engine chill, meaning that the second stage engine is being primed and filled with fuel to get it to the right operating temperature and also make sure that you don't dry fire the thing. Primed means that it's got fuel in it, it's ready to go. But you also got to cool it down.
Trajectory.
Nominal trajectory call there. You got to make sure that the engine is primed. You got to make sure there's fuel in it before you try to start it. And you got to make sure it's at the right operating temperature, or else you could freeze it. You don't want that. About 350, Shadow Man. This is a shot looking up the second stage, the business end of the second
Pico.
stage. There's main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
Vent lines will detach here from the second stage. There we go. Vent lines are
Stage two startup.
detached. Upper stage ignition. They make it look so easy, dude. There's a beautiful shot of the Floridian Peninsula there. You can see all of Orlando and even all the way out to Tampa. You can still see it on the first stage shot. There's Daytona up there at the top of your screen. Actually, that's Jacksonville. Daytona is just next to the grid fin. Did the SRBs throttle down as well with the SSME during the shuttle during Max Q? Yes, they have a regressive
Fairing separation confirmed.
fairing separation here. That is the aerodynamic shell at the front of the vehicle. Falcon, the shuttle SRBs had a regressive thrust curve. Basically, the logic for throttling and modulating thrust from the SRBs is physically how the solid rocket fuel was packed inside of said SRB. The different shape inside can change your combustion chamber surface area. And changing your combustion chamber surface area can it'll affect your chamber pressure. If you have a bigger surface area and more of that surface area is solid rocket fuel, you can make a lot more thrust. You don't want to do that. So they actually put constrictions
Both vehicles are on a nominal
in the
trajectory.
shape of the solid rocket propellant to get the SRBs to basically throttle down at the right time. Got a good call there for both vehicles on nominal trajectory. We're 4 minutes in here on Starlink 12-13. Yeah, you can see the glow of that second stage engine there. That glow is actually how they keep that nozzle cool. The second stage nozzle is made out of niobium. And what that basically does is allow radiation, allow the heat induced from the hot gases being ejected out the nozzle to be radiated out through light. The niobium can basically take the heat, conduct the heat, and then shed it as black body radiation. Basically, the nozzle glowing is what's keeping it cool. Yeah, weird, right? I have not heard anything, Dino. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Hey, Flagon. So you can see a little bit of venting happening there from the first stage. What that is them thermally conditioning the E1, E5, and E9 engines for supersonic retropropulsion, our second catch of the day here. Why isn't the top of the nozzle glowing? That's a super good question, Methane. It's because Falcon 9 uses a closed cycle gas generator. Basically, some of the fuel pump is basically a jet engine that's attached to the impellers to move the fuel into the engine. If you could just see, like right here, it's the other camera, but right here you could see a pipe that's coming down there. The exhaust from the turbine machinery, from the gas generator on the Merlin vacuum, it actually goes through a recirculation manifold here, and it's film cooling that part of the nozzle. That's why this part of the nozzle isn't glowing, but the rest of it is. Yeah, good question, man. Yeah, I know what people are going to say. Did you just say it's a jet engine moving the fuel?
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
Yes.
Stage 1 FTS.
Supersonic retropropulsion. There it is. It is a jet engine. Yes, but it's missing the compressor, so it's just called a gas generator. You have a turbine that's turning fuel impellers, right? And okay, isn't jet engine exhaust really, really hot? Yeah, sure, of course it is. It's not as hot as the rocket exhaust. Speaking of rocket exhaust, in relative temperatures here, Falcon 9, when it goes through supersonic retropropulsion like that, is trying to avoid that from happening too much. That's plasma
Both vehicles
accumulation
continue to
from
follow a nominal trajectory.
atmospheric compression happening on the grid fins. Basically, the grid fins.
Stage 2 FTS is safe.
The grid fins are hitting the air so ridiculously fast that it's shredding the air like a cheese grater. And the result of that is plasma, right? So what Falcon 9 does to mitigate this from happening and not having the booster just completely burn up, I mean, that one's coming in a little spicy to be real, is they fire the engines. That's what that supersonic retropropulsion was. They fire the engines and envelop Falcon 9 in a cool column of gas. They basically film cool the outside of the booster, the exact same thing that's going on with this up here, right? And that's actually the heat shield. That's what keeps Falcon 9 cool. That's what prevents it from burning up in the atmosphere. The rocket exhaust
Stage 1 transonic.
is actually relatively cooler than the plasma, the heat induced from the plasma. So what I'm saying is they shoot a flamethrower at plasma to get it to keep it from melting the booster. Pretty cool, huh? Stage 1 call for transonic here. That light that you see over there on the left screen is the drone ship. That's the landing pad. It's a
Stage 1
converted
landing bird.
converted barge that with oil rig thrusters on it. Have they ever had to replace the grid fins? They did on the early
Stage 2
Falcon
is internal
9
guidance.
with Falcon 9s with grid fin Sasquatch. Those are titanium.
Stage 1 landing
They're
leg
not
deploy.
melting. Landing leg deploy. Grid fins doing the work here. Falcon 9 coming down right dead center on that drone ship and touchdown. First landing for booster
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
1092. Brand new booster just being broken in like a new pair of shoes. Do the sea level Merlins glow like the vacuum engine? No. No, they're made out of something different. I mean, well, they're not necessarily made out of something different. There's Seco. Should get a call for nominal orbit insertion. Staging velocity 27106 at 137. Pretty garden variety Starlink here. Didn't even get the call. So the sea level Merlins can actually convect heat off of the methane, so they never end up glowing. They never end up glowing. Basically, they're in the atmosphere, and the air rushing over them is actually keeping them nice and cool. That and there's other things that they do. That's really just the second stage nozzle. And the reason why you do that with the second stage nozzle is because there's no convection up there. There's no air. There's no way to get rid of that heat. You don't want to. You could conduct the heat back through the booster, but if you do that, all you're doing is heating up your cold propellants and making them useless, right? So they opted for that kind of black body radiation solution there for an upper stage engine. That's more of an optimization for a vacuum optimized nozzle. There are other nozzles that do that. The RL10C with the nozzle extension does that. RL10B2 does that with the telescoping extendable nozzle. Yes, you heard that right. RL10B2s, look it up. They're pretty cool. Skydrift, 63-month resub. How's it going tonight? It's going great. First stage engines, you don't really need to do that. You don't need to do it as much. Why isn't plasma uniform? It randomly comes and goes. Air is being compressed locally because of the airspeed, Flykin. That's why it's not uniform. What if the air is turbulent? You're going to get more compression in areas than more areas than not. The atmosphere isn't like perfectly uniform in terms of molecular composition, right? It's not perfectly uniform. That's why if you're on an airplane, you get turbulence and the thing shakes around, right? Maybe good news. What is this, Mutter? Yeah, all three Canberra antennas have good acquisition of signal. That was posted right after the launch, dude. That was right when they cut the webcast. So we'll see. We'll see how it pans out here. Anyway. What time is it? 9:45. Cool. I'm only going for 14 hours straight. That's nice. Yeah. Guys, I will keep you guys informed with what's going on with Starship. Hot staging ring is destacked. Yeah, Kate, I had a feeling that that's what they were going to do. I thought they would have done it a little bit quicker, so I kind of assumed, screw me, but I wasn't wrong either. I heard all-nighter. I hope you can see the pain in these eyes with what you just said, Weather Guy. Do you see the pain in these eyes? The pain in these eyes. Friday pushed to Saturday. I don't know, Sasquatch. We haven't. SpaceX's radio silent again. I don't know what's going on. The city must grow. Don't do this to me. I want to play it. I want to play it so bad. Dude, whenever I'm down here, because, Starbase is a construction site, I see all the trucks going in and out, and I'm just like, I see guys, I see that they have all the lines marked where they put the electrical, where they put the drainage, where they put the plumbing. It's all marked, and I'm like, EJ, are the booster water landings more practical than pad landings? If you want more performance for your rocket overall, basically saying it can move more when it does a downrange landing. Because yes, basically they're more practical because that gets you more performance out of the rocket. So instead of the first stage having to use more fuel to turn around and come back to the landing site, right? It can use less fuel, more fuel to push the payload up, and then just basically turn over, do the landing burn, and land at what's called downrange. It's you have a much higher what's called throw.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
It's called throw weight or throw mass. Basically heavier payload capacity, higher mass payload capacity should be that's the right way to say it. Roadcraft will be the downfall of us all. You don't even know yet. I purposely didn't install that, dude. I'm gonna play it when we get home, and I'm gonna have that's not gonna be good. Anyway. Do you know why they took the ring off of it before flight? I can't assume that's anything good, Jim. I have a feeling, dude, I call it a gut feeling. I have a feeling this one's going to push. And once again, guys, if it pushes to Saturday, maybe I can do it. If it pushes to Sunday, I'm screwed. I have to be back in Massachusetts on Monday. I don't have a choice. How far are the ships out to sea? About 600 kilometers for a garden variety Starlink. So, like 400 miles offshore.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Zing gifted 5 subs. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, dudes. We'll see. Appreciate the knowledge. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. They don't have an option for Sunday. There is one for Saturday though, right? If I was looking at that correctly. Dude, guys, when I'm down here, time becomes a blur. Like time just becomes a blur, dude. Like, I can't believe I've been going. I woke up at 7:30. I was up at 7:30. I was ready to go at 8 o'clock to just do stuff. Dawson and Dan and Jack and Caesar did a lot of work today. A lot of work. We upgraded the point-to-points to get a better connection for some of the tracking stations that we have, the camera tracking stations. Rumor on X is a push to Monday. I don't know. All right, dudes. I want to play Workers, but I also probably can't stream for much longer because Das is coming back with Ryan. Ryan actually flew all the way here from the United Kingdom. So I got the 2-bedroom this time. So I might have to stop so we can sleep. But like I said, we do have and keep that on the DL, guys, okay? Shh. Keep that on the down low, okay? You didn't hear it from me, all right? So yeah, I'm gonna have to stop. They're gonna be back any minute, so I want to play Workers, but I if Starship pushes out far enough, he says publicly, it's fine. Wisp, I wouldn't tell you guys, it's just we're going to surprise some of the NSF people. So, but yeah, once again, you guys can know. You guys are fine. Yeah, I know. My mic just did some weird stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna pop off for now. What do we got for rocket launches for the rest of the week? Hold on. Yeah, Ruinous, no problem. Do we have anything else? Like here, let's take a look. I don't care. Yeah, no, it's pretty clean for the rest of the week. So I don't know. I'll probably, I honestly, guys, I might just do a regular stream from the damn hotel room. We'll see. Firefly landing is on Sunday morning. I'm going to bed. Good night. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, keep an eye in Discord. I've been giving updates in there. Okay. See you guys later, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. Night.